Okay.
Jalen Hurts is number one. Number two, C.J. Stroud.
Still.
This year.
Yeah, C.J. Stroud. And I could
So, let me say this.
2.5.
From a Bears fan, actually watching the games, like, there was games against, like, the Patriots and the Cardinals. I seen DJ Moore, like, low-key not even run routes.
Because he was not getting the ball.
He was out there jogging.
It won't hit him. It won't hit him, man. It's not going to hit him. He's not getting.
The team that I don't believe in, like, I believe in the least, I feel like the Texans.
Okay.
Just because, for me, their offensive line,
It's trash.
selling them
It
on
is.
so
It's
many
trash.
drives.
It's trash.
Like, so many drives that
It's
they
bad.
be actually, like, moving the ball. Then all of a sudden, or holding on one, it's Laramie Tunsil every time. It's Laramie Tunsil every time.
All we do is shop until we drop. All we do is shop until we drop. Right there in the floor. Y'all know me. All I do is ride around and get me cool. Got no need. She got me.
Beyond the Mic family, we're back with another video. As you see, we have some new faces. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, say whatever they want to say.
I'll go first. All right. I'm Yasser. I'm a fourth year telecommunications from Philly.
Tight.
Name is Ben, fourth year computer science from the Shy. Sir.
Okay.
Excited.
Today,
All right.
we're going to be doing a little bit of football today. A little bit of football today. But you know, before we get into it, topic of the day. This one's a little freaky. I just came up with it. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was
About
about to
Exactly.
say.
Wait a minute.
I'm about to
It's
say.
not a little freaky.
Okay.
It's a little different. So we're going to do top 5 QBs in the NFL, but we are discounting the names, meaning we cannot say the names Allen, Mahomes, Lamar, and Burrow. So it's really not your top 5, but it's your top 5 without the consensus top 4. I guess
Understood.
you
All right,
can
that's
say.
cool.
That's calm.
So I'll go first. Jalen Hurts is number 1.
All right.
I think that's pretty free.
Okay.
Jalen Hurts is number 1. Number 2, C.J. Stroud.
Still.
This year.
Yeah, C.J. Stroud. And I could hear the Justin Herbert Glazers in the comments right now.
I was about
He's
to-
I
3.
can say Justin Herbert.
Calm down. He's 3. He's 3. Justin Herbert is 3. 4. Here's where it gets a little crazy. Because, like, I want to say Jordan Love, but
I'm
my
not
heart's
saying Jordan
telling me
Love.
Brock Purdy.
Turnover man. I
But
ain't saying Jordan
then,
Love.
at a right field, you're giving me Matthew Stafford.
That's a safe pick.
But
Matthew Stafford
then,
is a safe pick.
I just got to throw Jared Goff in there. I think Jared Goff is going to go 4. So right now we got Hurts, Stroud, Love, Goff, and number 5, I'm going to go Stafford. And number 6, I'm going to go Purdy. What is the criteria on my list? I did arm talent, overall ability as a quarterback, and, of course, winning. That is why Herbert is after Hurts and Stroud. Because Herbert doesn't win. Whether you like me or not, it's just a fact. Y'all go ahead. I mean,
Who was your fourth quarterback again? One more
Jared Goff.
time.
Jared
You said
Goff.
Goff is 4.
Goff is 4.
I don't know about that one, bro.
Hurts, Stroud, Love, Goff, Stafford.
Me personally, I'm putting Goff 2.
2? Okay, I mean,
No, even after the
I mean-
5 interceptions, you gotta put 2. If you said arm talent, accuracy,
and he does
and
win. And he does
and
win. He does win.
He
okay.
does.
You have
does
you
win.
have a very compelling argument. Very compelling. I like that. I could. Okay. I'm not gonna put him over Stroud, but I could put him at 3. That's no
He
problem.
just beat
busting Justin
Stroud. He
Herbert
just
down.
beat him. He
That's
just
true.
beat him.
He did. Barely, but he beat him.
But Stroud's handicapped.
Yes.
Like he's very much handicapped. Not weapons wise, but
Yeah.
his O-line be
his
selling.
O line, you know, and
He,
I mean,
he
like,
got to do some heavy feet. He got some heavy feet.
I just want to go back to when I said there was going to be a year 2 slump for all the quarterbacks. And, you know, people called me a madman. I'm a forecaster. Madman is a stretch. Forecaster is the truth.
You went through your top 5?
1 definitely hurts. 2,
It's got to be Hurts.
yeah.
There's no
for
way
sure.
around it.
2, Goff. 3, I'm gonna switch it up. I think Kyler Murray might be on his way back
I
up.
was going to put Kyler Murray in mine. I can't
I'm liking
lie.
Kyler Murray this year.
Kyler Murray playing. He playing
4,
nice.
I don't know about Kyler.
4, give me Stroud, and then 5, I'll say Matt Stafford, and then Herbert 6.
I just got to put
6.
Herbert on. The arm talent's too crazy. Like, he has great arm talent, but he's not a winner.
That's
Like,
why 6.
does that
He's
make
not
sense?
proven.
He's
Yeah,
a
he's
great
not
arm
proven.
talent, but he's not a winner.
Understandable. All right. For mines, I'm gonna put Jalen Hurts number 1.
Okay.
I feel like that's pretty safe. I'm gonna put Jay Herbo number 2. Justin Herbert.
Okay, I'm not
I
mad
feel
at
like
that
with
either.
him-
I'm not mad at that.
This year, I feel like him and Jim Harbaugh, they got something cooking in there. So I feel like
That's true.
Jim Harbaugh is gonna like unlock something in him. So
That's true.
I feel like he's number 2. Number 3, I'm gonna put C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud still, he is definitely going through his slump, but he's still that guy. 4, I'm gonna put Kyler. I feel like Kyler, he's been playing extremely well this season, especially coming off the injuries that he's had. And then 5, can't lie, I can't put Jared Goff in there. I'm gonna put Matthew Stafford in there, just because.
Did you say Jordan Love?
He did not say Jordan Love.
Jordan Love. Forgot about Jordan Love.
Bro,
or Brock Purdy.
He's a,
There's a little- we're
turnover
losing me.
machine, bro.
We're
I just
losing
can't
me.
do
Jordan
it.
Love. Okay, Jordan Love. He
Jordan
definitely
Love. There's
is
no
a
Brock
person.
Purdy. There's no Jared Goff. I just feel like
Yeah. There wasn't
2
no
of those
Goff.
3
See,
got to make it,
I understand that. Brock Purdy, he's nice.
right?
Brock Purdy, he actually might make the list.
I think it's situational. I'm
It
telling you, I
is.
think it's very situational.
With Brock Purdy?
With Brock Purdy. And it's a chance this
Okay,
year.
but they took a lot of a situation away, and
Actually-
he hasn't been terrible. He's still
Nah.
he's good.
Yeah.
He's
Nah,
been
Brock,
terrible.
I'm actually gonna move him in there because Brock, he's been running with his legs more, and I like that.
He's
so
been playing good.
I'm gonna put Brock at my 5. Put Brock
Okay.
at my 5.
Okay,
Jordan
he
Love.
didn't crack mine. Now I'm thinking about it, but I had 2 of the other ones.
Jordan
My
Love, he
bad,
almost
you
lost to
said?
rookie Caleb Williams. I'm not gonna lie. He cool. He cool
Ooh,
for the top
you know,
5.
we're sleeping on Jaden Daniels too.
Oh.
Ooh, we're sleeping on Jaden Daniels real bad.
That's
They're gonna
true.
cook
That
us.
is true. That is
I'm gonna
true.
We're
have to reevaluate
sleeping
my-
on Jaden. I'm about to say, wait,
reevaluate
let
my
me.
list.
Let me. Okay, so I had Hurts, and then I had Stroud,
I feel like
then I
Hurts,
had
Stroud,
Love. Hurts, Stroud, Love,
Yeah.
Goff, Stafford. I don't think Daniels is better than any of them though. Maybe I'm crazy for that, but like
I don't think so.
I don't think he's better than any. He's
I
a great
think-
player, but I don't think he's better than
Yeah.
any of them. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it's me.
I think when he kept winning, everybody kind of boosted him up. But it's like, who did they play?
That's true.
That's
They're not a very battle tested
Yeah.
team. Shout out the Eagles.
Understandable.
Understandable. Very understandable.
Nah, but really, I'm just not a believer in Jared Goff. That's my whole thing.
I'm,
Just absolutely not a believer.
if
in
you
Jared
driving a boat, I'm sitting passenger side. I'm ready. Like, let's go.
Goff. So
But I'm a wait until it happens. You know, you got to
absolutely.
leave enough room as a journalist to always be right in the sense that I'm not gonna poop on him. He's gonna make my list every time. But when he doesn't, I'll be here.
understandable.
I'll be right here. But let's get on to our next topic. You know, it was a nice little breeze, nice little light thing. Mid-season awards. I guess let's start with MVP. We can start with MVP. That's fine. Lamar Jackson.
It is
There's no
Lamar.
argument in my opinion for anybody else but Lamar Jackson.
I don't know.
So I'm done.
You got
I don't know. For me, I got a hot take. I'm gonna say Saquon.
See, like,
He's
okay,
doing everything.
I
bro.
hear you, but just like not in the 2020s, not
I
in
feel
the
like it has to be.
2020s.
There's enough quarterback talent that
It
it's
just
gonna
won't.
go to.
It just won't be anything else but a quarterback.
It might.
Because Penny
But-
Sewell could win it too if we really just
I
talking
don't know
football.
all that. I'm
Penny
seeing
Sewell
all
is really good.
I'm not seeing all
He's really good.
He is very
But
good.
you know, Jalen Hurts will be top 2 by week 13.
13.
13.
He flipped the pin.
It's the lucky penny. We just found it. It's week 13.
For me,
He
I
beats
also got Lamar. The 4 losses is definitely like, but
Look at
some
the
of
4
them,
losses. Look at them.
Yeah, I feel like
That's true.
not all of them
The
are
Raiders.
on him.
The Browns.
Okay. I watched
Steelers.
Kyle Hamilton drop a pick against
the Browns.
The I watched it. And I'm talking a lollipop. Now, that's not to say Kyle's not good. I'm not trying to poop on him. You know, I know people get great player. Best safety in the NFL, my personal opinion. But it is what it is. But
tough.
there's nobody. I'm not putting Mahomes over him. He doesn't have the stats. More turnovers
No, I'm
than
definitely not putting Mahomes.
accumulated points.
I feel like Josh Allen. Is
I'm
a
not
close
doing
second.
it. I hear you, but I'm just not
also
going
at
to
the
do
same
it.
time, Josh Allen
You
got
can't say
blitzed by the
you
Ravens.
cannot
I hear
say that.
exactly. I hear you. Like I'm
He
just
got
not going
blitzed
to
by
do
the
it though.
Ravens.
Like every time they played somebody of caliber, minus the Chiefs, they were getting. It was bad.
It was.
It was real bad. So I'm not gonna give him that. And Jared Goff, I know he had the 5-pick game, but he's got to be up there. He's got to be
He's
up
definitely
there.
up there. for
He's
sure.
up there.
He's got to be up there. But I just don't think there's a valid argument for anybody but Lamar.
Yeah.
At least in my personal opinion. But
I feel like Josh Allen, you can make the case, but again, we already seen what he did against the Ravens.
I'm not listening to that case. Like you can make it. I'm not gonna listen to it though.
I feel like you got to
Because it's
see what it like for midseason. Definitely Lamar. Like when
Okay.
it comes to end of the season, if Lamar like drops like another game,
He will week 13, but we'll sit on
he
that.
play week 13.
The Eagles.
The Eagles.
Come on now.
We'll sit on
About
that.
You're taking over
We'll see.
Baltimore.
We'll sit on
You're
that.
taking over
but
Baltimore.
That's when
I
Jalen
forgot
Hurts jumps into top 2. He's top 4 now. He's done top 2 week 13. Then he beats Pittsburgh week 15, and now we're cooking
He
with
beats
gas,
Pittsburgh
baby.
or the Eagles beat Pittsburgh.
No. He's on the team, so he does it.
Oh,
It's him. It's him. He's
He
come
when
on.
we all win, bro.
My
Fill me up.
sunshine, literally.
Tight.
And then, I mean, we can move on to DPOY though, if that's all you want to say on MVP.
That's a tough one for me. This year, no one stood out to me so much on defense. Like,
I
I'll
agree.
say before the Aiden Hutchinson injury, I would say it was him. But
Yeah.
right now, kind of say like T.J. Watt.
Yeah,
I was thinking TJ.
I like Trey Hendrickson. They don't win enough games,
They don't.
so the
They
impact's
don't.
not felt.
Yeah.
They don't win enough games.
They don't.
So the impact's not felt.
It don't contribute to
win.
winning.
They don't.
Like,
So the impact's not felt.
I feel like TJ Watt on like those people that maybe like a Danielle Hunter or something like that. I feel like he's in there, but
I'm thinking
again,
that. I'm thinking that, and
you
I like a Jalen Carter pick, but the stats aren't flashy enough this
They
year.
aren't, yeah.
I think next year is when the stats get flashy.
yeah,
But I think you could really only put T.J. Watt up there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Trey Hendrickson up there. You
It's
know,
not a lot this year.
There's not a
no
lot
one's
of.
popping off.
There's really.
Like
And
but
if they are,
it's-
your team isn't winning.
It's exactly. It's a very weird year. No Myles Garrett talk really.
Yeah, because the team sucks.
So it's
They're
like
back to the Browns.
Xavier McKinney is definitely a very good
but
pull.
he had 5
Very
picks in
good
his first
pull.
5 games though.
That's true.
Where
And
he at
he's
now?
a DB. He's a DB.
He is a
I
DB.
feel like it's harder for DBs to win that award.
Mhm.
My personal opinion, but I think he should be up in the race.
I feel like he is.
I think he should be
Or
in
I
the
mean,
race.
Kirby Joseph, he got 7.
Kirby Joseph is playing really good.
He's
really
playing,
good
he's
football.
playing really good.
Really
football.
good football. But him being on Detroit, them being a high-powered offense, I feel like it's stealing a lot of his shine.
It absolutely.
So I
is.
don't know if that is going to work out in the voting polls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think he is deserving, but I don't know if the voters will be like, yeah, Kirby Joseph is really making an impact.
I feel like in a
Granted,
year
he is.
where not a lot of like sack, there's not like a big like sack leader.
It's just Trey Hendrickson, but
It is.
It's just
He's
him,
not
like,
winning
not,
games.
It
He's
is.
not. He's not winning games. I feel like low key a person like a Roquan
I was
Smith,
thinking linebackers.
like or Fred Warner type. Like,
But Fred, I don't think Fred's gonna get it either. I think
I
the
don't think, yeah,
I don't think
I
the
don't think
defense
Fred's
as a
good.
whole is
Yeah.
good enough to give it to Fred.
Yeah. No.
You know what I mean? Like I don't
Yeah.
think it's like
I feel like TJ definitely might be the safe pick.
yeah, I
this
think
year.
definitely is a safe pick. I feel like
it's the safest
if
TJ.
anybody is gonna be TJ.
And I mean, that's all. Shout out Zach Bond though. I mean, go Birds. I'm very very high on the Eagles. I don't know what's going on.
Go Birds.
I'm very high. I'm very high on the Eagles. You know,
Yeah.
but for DPOY, I really don't have
Yeah.
anybody else. But for Defensive Rookie of the Year, listen, Quinyanamo Bay, baby,
Quinyon Bay
and
is
he's the
absolutely
warden.
insane.
And he's the warden. Stop playing with him.
No,
0
for sure.
touchdowns to 350 pass coverages.
He's
You
been
know,
hooping.
I don't want to say too much, but like, the guy's really good at football. Defensive Rookie of the Year. I mean, we're seeing the top 2 candidates, at least in my opinion, on Sunday night. You got Jared Verse, very good player, but he's getting the sack numbers once again, so it looks a little flashier than Quinyon,
Yeah.
who doesn't have a
He
pick.
needs some interceptions.
But if you've been watching ball, that is top 5, top 10 cornerback play at its finest. Simple as that.
top 5, I don't
23-hour
know yet.
lockdown,
I
yeah.
don't know top
Yeah,
5
it's-
yet. I don't know yet.
Yeah, I said top 5 size, top 10 cornerback play. You know, my friends was hating on me saying, he's not top 5. He's so overrated. Next game, Terry McLaurin had 0 catches and 0 yards. Guys, I like being right, but you make it too easy sometimes. We got to fight back
Yeah.
just a little bit.
Nah, he's been playing real ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk too. Oh, my God. Can't say that. Can't say that. He's talking a lot of smack.
That's
Now,
tough.
I like that about him, though, because like, that's what the defense needs.
Yeah.
And CJ Gardner-Johnson
Got that
hasn't had to
moxie.
do it in a while. I said, this is nice. This is very nice.
That's real.
I like it. But I think the one, at least the award that I'm most excited for is Coach of the Year, because I feel like it's very much wide open. Granted, Nick Sirianni will never get it. I don't think
He's
he
not getting
deserves it.
that. No.
But
No.
are we finally going to give Andy Reid one? Because I feel like
We got to this
it's
year.
about time
This
we
year?
give
We
Andy
got
Reid
to.
one, please.
over somebody like Dan Campbell.
Bro.
9-1.
Andy
They
Reid.
got 1 loss,
They got
and they
one
got
loss.
hella injuries. I'm giving it to
and it's
Andy
the way
Reid.
that they're winning the games. They're not like blowing teams out of the water. They're finding ways to win repeatedly. You got to give it to Andy this year.
I'm giving it to Andy Reid. But I hear you on Dan Campbell. And because the Detroit Lions hype train is just so
It's
at
a
peak
lot.
right now. It's just so high.
Make it a little too much. I can't lie.
I feel like you might be right. I don't think that's a bad pick at all, actually.
I feel like there's a lot of different like options. Okay, I feel like I was saying I feel like depending on how the Chargers play, how they finish out the season,
Ooh.
Jim Harbaugh is not a crazy shout.
That is a good
for
pick.
Coach
That's
of
a
the
good
year.
pick.
Very good storyline,
Especially
you know?
the storyline,
That is.
especially.
Yeah.
I feel
I'll
like
give you
Andy
one.
Reid, he might suffer from that LeBron. He just been too good for too many years. Like, so
Yeah.
they might not give him the Coach of the Year.
But it's like, give him one. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
I
you've been good
understand.
for
I
mad
understand.
long. You've been good for mad long. I understand it. I feel you. But give me one. I feel like he deserves, just give him another one so we can finally be like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
you
give
ain't
you
gotta win
one.
no more, but
Sean
you-
Payton's been coaching his
Sean
tail
Payton has
off
been
this
coaching.
year.
He's been coaching, but what, like, they only give it to the people with the records
Yeah.
and the storyline.
But who would have thought that Bo Nix would ball out the way he is?
Not me, I'll tell you that much. Not me.
Yeah, no, Bo Nix.
That man is
Playing.
old, though.
He is old, like 24,
26.
23.
I think he's 26.
26. Oh my
Let's do some
God.
math.
Bo
Let's
Nix
find
is
out.
26.
Oh my God.
Let's find out. I think he's a little elderly.
A little.
He's a little elderly. He's about...
He did about like.
Oh, no, he's 24. I gave the man 2 extra years. My bad.
That's because he did about 10 in college.
Yeah.
26 as a rookie would have been too crazy.
How old is Penix? Penix is 24, too. Okay. So they're 24. Jaden Daniels is 23. Good for him.
Another coach that could possibly say the Cardinals win their division.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Gannon, he's getting anything? Coach of the year?
Not in my book. He deserves nothing.
Not how.
He
Yeah.
deserves nothing.
He deserves nothing.
He deserves nothing. Nothing at all.
I don't know. They have the easiest schedule remaining, though. They could definitely pull it out. They could pull out the
I'm saying.
division. They could.
They could easily win like 10, 11 games.
Maybe you ought to dear me. He deserves nothing. Not anything, actually. He deserves nothing for what he did to me in 2022. He deserves nothing. Not a thing. And that's
Gotta put your
okay.
hate to the side.
No. There's none of that on this platform. There's none of that. None of that on this platform. None of that. None of that.
But yeah, Coach of the year, I feel like Andy Reid, realistically, he should.
He should.
but
I mean, like,
really,
it's just like, it's like his
I
time.
feel like he won't.
Nick Sirianni should have got it in 2022.
He should have.
In 2022. But, you know, the whole super team narrative, and that's why I'm like,
That's what kills
I'm
teams.
iffy
Yeah.
on Dan Campbell. But but people will sit here and try to act like the Lions aren't a super team, which blows my mind. I don't get it. Like, any other team with that
Yeah.
roster would be labeled a super team. I don't understand why people don't
I feel like
act
it's
like the Lions are a super
because
team.
a lot of it's like built from the ground up though. Like they drafted this team,
So did the Eagles.
so it's like
You made what? 2 trades? One
mean,
free,
but it's
one
like-
signing? Come on, bro.
Okay.
compared to like okay, they drafted.
That's not so did the 49ers. That's a super team. You're not going to tell me it's not. I mean,
It is.
the Lions got to be a super team. J-Mo's a top 12 pick. Gibbs is a top 12 pick. Jared Goff is a top 3 pick. Penei Sewell is a top 10 pick. That's just on the offense.
That's real.
They got Kirby. They got Brian Branch, who went to Alabama. Who I think he was a second rounder, though. So you got me there. They got a top 2 offensive line.
Yeah, I'll give the GM. He did some good drafting. He did it.
Is Sam Laporta a first round pick?
He might be.
I think I'm not so sure.
Sam
Playing
might
like
have been
it.
second.
He played like it.
I think he was number 34. So he's a
Second round pick.
He
okay.
basically there. He basically
right. And they got Jack Campbell, who's a first round pick on defense, who's the linebacker.
from
So
Iowa. I think he played at Iowa or something.
yeah,
Probably.
that's a lot of first round picks that are performing. Like
It's real.
that's
Yeah.
a super team, if you ask me. But then again, nobody asked.
But it's like the Lions. The Lions having a super team.
exactly.
That just
But
don't
Who would've
sound
thought,
right.
that's
yeah.
the but that's the thing. That's why
Matt
they don't
Stafford
get
set
that.
him up.
That's why they don't get that. You know
That push.
exactly because it's like they're the Lions though. You talking to me like they don't have like 10 top 10 picks like.
No Super Bowls, though. No Super
No
Bowls.
Super Bowls. None of that. None of that on
You're
this
not
show.
gonna
No
get
Super
one.
Bowls.
Yeah, they're not gonna do it either. We're gonna none of that. But let's move on to our next topic.
Hold on, we forgetting one.
Oh, we are. What am I
Offensive
forgetting?
Rookie of the Year.
Oh
Come on.
yes.
We can't do that.
My
Brock
fault.
Bowers is
Offensive
killing it
Rookie of
this
the
year.
It's gonna be him.
Brock
It's gonna
Bowers
be-
is killing it.
It's gonna be Brock.
He's killing it.
Offensive rookie of the year.
If they don't give it to a
I'm
quarterback.
about to say.
If they don't give
If
it
we
to a
exclude the
quarterback.
quarterbacks, then yeah.
Brock Bowers
definitely.
breaking records though.
I'm not impressed with Caleb Williams. Shoot me.
No one
but
is. Come on.
We had to fire him.
He was bad.
He was
The
extremely
coach,
terrible.
head coach
He was
next.
bad.
Oh, Matt Eberflus is nothing
in
He was
better.
bad.
But it's like, think about it. Y'all wouldn't be
Okay,
saying
let me
this
think.
if the Hail Mary doesn't happen and if they make that field goal. If Caleb Williams is 6-4, I feel like there's a different narrative about him.
Hey,
But
if
he's
only he
4-6.
paid attention, you know. That's not my fault.
I would give Bo Nix my vote before I gave it to Caleb Williams if I had a vote.
I feel like that's not crazy.
I don't think it's crazy at all, actually.
Saying like he's been playing terrible, I feel like that's a stretch.
Not terrible. I'm just not impressed.
I understand.
Like, I'm just not like, we're not gonna sit here as people who watched football for last year and going into this offseason. We're not gonna sit here and act like everybody wasn't saying outlandish things about the Bears. They're easily winning that division. They're making the playoffs, 10-7. We're not gonna act like that wasn't a thing. I lived it. I lived through it. Just like I lived
heard
through
the
COVID. I lived
10-7.
through this.
Winning the division though?
Okay.
I mean, they
10-7,
they were
making
set
the
up to make
playoffs.
some
I heard
noise
a
in the
bunch of
division.
making the playoffs. That's a good roster.
It is a good roster.
They're
He had
not making the
weapons.
playoffs.
Good
I'm
roster
here to
with
tell
a
you.
relatively easy schedule.
They're not making the playoffs. I'm here to tell you.
Oh, absolutely not.
Not making the
I could've told you
playoffs.
that.
They might be the worst team in the division, actually.
They are.
For sure.
So therefore, somebody's got to pay for
There was a
that.
lot of potential on that team, too.
Somebody's got to pay for that, and I'm waiting for somebody to tell me who it's going to be because I'm waiting.
It's got to be the head coach.
I'm putting it on Caleb too, and maybe I'm
A
harsh.
lot of
Maybe
it
I'm a
does
critic.
gotta go on Caleb.
Maybe I'm a critic, but I'm gonna put some of it on Caleb Williams as
He's got
well.
the wide receiver weapons, the tight end.
Exactly. You have
got
three-
Swift.
You got
Come
like
on.
3 wide receiver ones.
Also, let me say this.
2.5.
From a Bears fan, actually watching the games, like there was games against like the Patriots and the Cardinals. I seen DJ Moore like low key not even run routes.
Because he was not getting the ball.
He was out there jogging.
It won't hit him. It won't hit him, man. It's not gonna hit him. He's not getting it. He's like, I'm not. Why would I run a route? If I'm not gonna get the ball, what am I running a route for?
But we looking at you. You were the first progression.
And it's still not getting to me. What does that say about my quarterback and my coaching staff?
What I say about the O-line, he has 0.2 seconds to get the ball out.
That's been a problem forever. I don't know
Hey,
why
I know.
y'all thought shipping Justin Fields
they
and
knew
drafting
what that
another quarterback
O-line was.
would change that.
The start of the year.
That's real.
Scheme something up better.
Exactly.
Scheme
Why would
something
you?
better.
They said, you know, O-line stinks. Let's get a new quarterback
Let's not address
and roll
O-line.
with it. Yes, that's was going to work. Yes, I think that worked amazing. Actually, don't you?
I hate talking about my team.
I mean, okay. I was just wondering. I
I
thought it
hate
worked.
talking about my team. Nah.
But yeah, realistically, Jane Daniels has my vote. Brock Bowers has my next vote, and then Bo Nix has my
Bo
vote
Nix
after
is
that.
there, yeah.
Bo Nix, that's
And
fair.
then you
After
know
that.
I'm gonna put Quinyanamo Bay up there, and then we're gonna give it to Caleb Williams. Well, no, wait. I'm
Just
sorry.
offense.
Quinyanamo
Okay,
Bay's
offense.
defense. Exactly.
I would say
And
You
then
gotta bring the Eagles into play.
Yeah,
All
you got- of
it
course.
ain't gotta be
I
all the
did.
time, bro.
Of course I did. You know, maybe Anais Smith wants it.
Oh my God.
But
No,
I think he has
stop
like
it.
one catch
Stop
of the
it.
year.
I was gonna say what's his name? Guy out of Georgia, Lad McConkey.
Glad McConkey went off.
He
on
did
Sunday.
go off.
did, he
He
did.
did go off. You know, I almost lost in fantasy because of him.
He was
real.
killing.
Almost. But I won by 5 points, so I'll take a win. I'll
A
take a
dub's a
win.
dub. But nah, he's been hooping too. But we gonna see.
It's something like that. On to our next topic. I want to switch it up. On to our next topic. Let's go AFC race, and then we'll transition into the NFC West. But what do you guys think about the AFC right now? It is pretty much wide open. I mean, even the Chiefs are only a game up, I think, on a
Yeah,
couple
they are.
teams.
On the Bills.
On the
Bills,
Bills,
yeah.
right? Yeah. So it's pretty much open. Who do we think is going to get the bye? What do we think that means for the playoffs? How are we thinking about the AFC right now?
I think looking at the rest of the schedule, I'm looking at a team like the Steelers, and it's like they have to play the Eagles, the Ravens again, and the Chiefs.
Well, they
the
might beat the
Bengals.
Ravens again. I'm not going to lie.
They might, but
they might beat the Ravens.
I feel like they might beat the Ravens again. I can definitely see
False? Oh, okay.
them splitting against the Bengals, and I feel like that's not a crazy take.
Okay.
And
I mean-
not winning. Like they play the Eagles, the Ravens, the Chiefs, and the Bengals to end out the season.
They're going to win. I think they'll lose one to two of those games.
I feel
minimum.
like they can go
I
2-2
think-
in that.
Okay.
So I don't see them getting their first round bye. Realistically, I feel like it's still gonna be the Chiefs. Yes, they
Yeah.
took an L against the Bills, but the Chiefs just always going. They're always gonna pull it off.
I think we got to see if Pacheco comes back
I don't know.
because I've been hearing rumblings, not certifications, but rumblings. Little tremors. We got to see if Rice is somehow able to make a return. But I think, man, it pains me. I think the Bills might actually.
I think the
get
Bills could
one
get
seed.
it. Yeah, they could. They got an
Like,
easy schedule
I think they
coming up.
actually might get
do.
the 1 seed.
They have an easy schedule.
They've been playing CFL teams all year. minus
Bro.
3 teams.
After the bye
That's
week,
their
you got to
division,
hurt
though.
San Francisco. Go to the Rams. Detroit might be the hardest game
Going to
left.
the Lions, that's now. Can't lie.
Yeah, they played the
But see,
Patriots twice.
this
the
is the thing.
Jets. It's gotta
They
be
cannot
Bills.
beat the Lions. And let me tell you why.
But you don't
if
have to
they-
beat them. You just got to beat the rest of the teams.
Let me tell you why. This is nothing to do with the division anymore. If Josh Allen walks into Detroit, are they at the Lions?
Yeah,
At the-
going
If
to
Josh
Detroit.
Allen walks into Detroit and beats the Lions, do you know what the rhetoric will be like about Josh Allen? Do you know what the rhetoric is like now about Josh Allen? He's first in MVP odds. He won
Yeah,
one
he is.
game.
He won one game.
He won one game.
One meaningful game.
One meaningful game. Do you know what that rhetoric will be like? They might think that over Lamar. They might literally think that man could walk on water.
They'll put him over.
And
Peyton
I'm
Manning.
so serious.
Like,
The rhetoric is going to be terrible. So for that reason, go Detroit.
nah.
And for that reason only. And for that reason only, go Detroit.
Nah.
No, I just want to see. I want to see Detroit personally as an Eagles fan in the NFC Championship game.
I don't.
I feel like that's a crazy ass.
I
Give
don't-
the
I
people
don't
what they
wanna see
want.
that yet.
Give the people what they want.
But I mean, hopefully it's a great game. I mean,
and the Eagles on top.
exactly. I just need if Jared Goff has a stinker that week, that'd be great. That's what we need. We need a Jared Goff masterclass. That's exactly what we need.
That
But
would feed it. That would feed families. I can't lie.
that's what we need.
Right.
But realistically, back to the AFC, I think the Bills are going to win that conference. I think they're going to win that conference. And I think the Chiefs will be in 2. And if it's not, then it's going to be flipped, in my personal opinion. But unfortunately, I don't think that changes anything
Oh,
in the
absolutely
landscape
not.
of the AFC. I'm not convinced that any of them could beat the Chiefs until I see it in the playoffs. I think Patrick Mahomes has earned that doubt, or earned that benefit. So for all those people talking about Patrick Mahomes has sucked this year. Why is he still your number 1 ranked quarterback? Because it's Patrick Mahomes. Let's use our brain, all right? Let's just turn it on from time to time.
Absolutely.
The man's
Right.
deserved that. Like, I don't understand. I
Yeah.
don't understand why we try to play with him like that, but it's beyond me. I won't do it. Y'all could do it without
It's
me.
absolutely crazy. What, he's played like 7 seasons.
That's what I'm saying.
He has 3 losses in the playoffs.
Yeah, like y'all could do it without me. I won't do it. Y'all could have fun. I won't.
He's
So-
definitely earned that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Minimum. He's earned that minimum. So I don't. And they're 9-1. It's not like they
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
bad record.
Right.
So I
And
don't.
the
I don't
defense is
understand.
good. The defense is good.
Exactly.
Probably one of
So
the best that he's had. So
I don't understand that rhetoric, but I'm not a believer in the Bills because I think they run a bad offense.
I don't think no one's
the
scared to
offense
go
is
to
very
Buffalo.
good. I don't think the offense is predicated off running and using pass games as an extension of the run, which means passes underneath about, let's just say, net of 8 to 10 yards.
yeah.
So if that's your offense, if you run into a good team, a good physical defense with a solid offense, you could lose that game. Like if they run into Pittsburgh, I might legitimately take Pittsburgh.
I feel like
Yeah.
I think that's a perfect matchup for Pittsburgh. If I was Pittsburgh, I'd love that matchup. I think that's really a perfect matchup. That is a 16 to 20 game. That has that written all over it. Literally.
Nah, that's
Pittsburgh love those type of
That
games.
that
They
exactly.
love
That
those
has
type
a,
of
that,
games.
that is a 16 to 20 game written all over it. So if Pittsburgh sees I'd take Pittsburgh.
It's not crazy
So-
at all.
There's but then on the other side, I don't know if the Ravens are a good match for the Bills though.
I was about to say, where does the Ravens come into?
I don't
playoff?
think
I
they're a
don't
good
know.
match. I don't think if they were in the NFC, I think it'd be a cakewalk for them. You put them in the NFC, I think that's a way better matchup for them. I think the Eagles is a better matchup for the Ravens than the Steelers and Buffalo. Because Buffalo want to play those grinded out games, and so do the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the Ravens, they are built for that and they have been in the future. I just don't know if they want to play like that now. Realistically, I think the Ravens are trying to get 25 plus points, run the ball after that.
Yeah.
Or get to get 3 scores, 21 points, then run the ball after that as a Achilles heel type of thing. When the teams in the AFC talk about I'll come out here and score 15 points and be happy.
Definitely.
I don't think that's. I don't think that's
different type ball over there.
Exactly. I don't think that's a
Yes.
formula that the Ravens
different type
want to
of
play
ball.
by currently. I think they're built for it, but I don't know if they want to do it anymore. It's just my particular thing.
So what's the narrative if Lamar goes in, gets bounced out first round of the playoffs?
It's gonna get really bad out here. It's gonna get really bad.
It's gonna be terrible.
It's gonna get
It's
really
gonna be
bad.
bad.
That's
Especially if it's by the Texans, it's gonna get ugly.
Mm-hmm.
If
it's by, like, the
if it's by like the Texans,
or the
the Chargers, it's gonna
if
get.
you lose to
If
the
it's by
Chargers
the
again,
Chargers, it's gonna get ugly. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna get
Yeah.
really ugly out there for a lot of people.
just a regular season merchant.
Yeah, it's gonna be
It's
bad.
over.
It's gonna be really, really bad. Like, I hope he doesn't. If he comes out here and loses to the Chargers, I'm gonna hear, Justin Herbert's better than Lamar. We've been telling y'all that. Yeah.
We've been telling
We've
y'all.
been
it's
telling y'all
crazy.
that. The man can't throw. I can hear it now.
Yeah.
No more running
Lamar,
backs in the
please save us.
playoffs.
Lamar, please save us. Lamar, please save us. That'd be worse than the Allen rhetoric. I couldn't stand that.
No, that would be.
That
terrible.
would be worse than the Allen rhetoric. I wholesomely
His
think
team
that.
Of
definitely
these top
aren't
six
doing him no
teams-
favors in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Of these top 6 teams in the AFC,
Mhm.
low key, the team that I don't believe in, like I believe in the least, I feel like the Texans.
Okay.
Just because, for me, their offensive line,
It's
he's
trash.
selling them
It
on
is
so many
trash.
drives.
It
It's
is.
trash.
Like so many drives that
It's
they
bad.
be actually like moving the ball. Then all of a sudden, or holding on what it's Laramie Tunsil every time. It's Laramie Tunsil every time.
It's literally
Like-
every time. Nah, it's trash. Like it's
It be setting them back.
it's
but
not the prettiest thing. It's not.
It's not.
It's not the prettiest thing.
but
That division just so bad, so they have no choice but to win games.
No, literally. Like Indianapolis is cool, but they need a stud number one. Pittman will be a great number 2.
He would.
They need a stud number 1. Like
yeah,
they need a guy for Anthony Richardson to like develop touch and things like that.
Yeah.
like
with.
a guy 3rd and 9. This is the guy that you go to.
Exactly.
Kind of like
They-
an Amon Ra.
They need a guy. Whoa, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a
Is that a
minute.
crazy take?
Wait a minute.
3rd and 9. You're not going to Amon Ra same route?
Wait a minute.
I mean, who else you can get a ball to?
In the
I'm just
Detroit
saying, but,
offense
like,
system, yeah.
Okay, like a Jamar Chase or
Yeah.
Okay, there
If
you
I was
go.
that was just
I'm
the first
saying,
wide receiver
okay.
one that came to my
I
head.
feel you, but like slot merchants, we try to,
Oh, understandable.
we try to keep it balanced around this part.
Slot
No,
merchant?
yeah, I think it's a slot merchant. I'm so serious. I'm so serious.
It's not a crazy take. Slot
No,
merchant?
no, it's not. You want the stats? I got you.
No, he's definitely in the slot a lot.
He's a slot receiver, yes, but
No, merchant.
oh, understandable.
Yeah, that's him. They got J-Mo for a reason. You think they went and got Amon Ra, and then they said, you know what? Instead of getting a number 2 wide receiver that could play on the inside and outside, we need a number 1 on the outside. So we're gonna draft a guy in the top 10. You think they did that because they had faith he could play in the outside all the time?
I mean, I feel like that's cool and all, but where do you rank Amon Ra like in your receivers? Like where is he
It's
fall?
probably like, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. So
Jamar number 1.
that's Justin Jefferson's the best receiver in the NFL. I don't want to go in order. I won't go in order because
You won't go
it's
in
gonna
order.
get too hard. Let's not go in order. I'm gonna go. So I'll just AJ Brown, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams still.
Yes, yes, right now.
I don't know if I agree with that. But continue.
I'm missing. Oh, Puka Nacua.
Puka Nacua.
Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it.
No,
oh,
I'm not
stop it.
taking Puka over
Oh,
her.
stop it.
That's 5,
Over
right?
Amon Ra?
That's 6. Puka
That's 6?
Nacua and Cooper Kupp.
I would rather
No
Cooper,
CD?
maybe. I was about to
And
say
CD,
I would
that's
rather
8.
sub in CD than Puka Nacua. I'm not
That's what
hearing
I'm
Puka
saying.
Nacua.
That's
I'm
8.
putting CD over Puka.
Are we serious?
I'm serious.
No, but okay, like in order, yes. But I'm saying like Puka's better than Amon Ra. Y'all not gonna gaslight me. No.
Puka Nacua is better than Amon Ra St. Brown.
Oh yes. Oh yes. On this earth.
What's the reasoning?
What's the reasoning? He could play. He does exactly what Amon Ra does, and then I could put him on the outside, and he could go beat outside corners.
So it's like Amon Ra is like a liability on the outside to you?
I'm not saying he's a liability. However, he is average at best on the outside. Outside the numbers, he's average at best.
For sure. I don't have the stats for him on the outside or the inside, but
and I'm not saying that's no disrespect.
I feel like just based on
It's just my personal opinion.
no, that's fair.
But nobody asked for my opinion once again.
I'm not gonna blame it on him as coach not to use him. I'm not gonna do that.
No, coach know how to
I'm
use
not
him.
gonna do that.
He's
Using
not
him
on the
very
outside for
effectively,
a
yeah.
reason. You're not gonna gaslight me.
I'm not gonna do that.
But I
Yeah,
feel-
you mad good on the outside, but I want to play you on the inside. You think that's what Dan Campbell said to him? Okay.
I feel like he's just super effective on the inside.
He is super
So,
effective on the inside.
Like, if
But
it's
who
not
plays
broke,
on the inside?
if it's not broke, don't fix it.
No, I understand that, but who plays on the inside?
Oh, like, that's third string DB, but
Okay, or linebackers and safeties. Can they cover? Like Darius Slay and Quinyon Mitchell and Patrick Surtain and
They
Sauce
can.
Gardner? They could cover like them?
no, they can't.
Oh, okay.
But at the same time,
So
it's
he's
like,
in there for. So he's in there playing against them, but you want me to put him top 5? No, no, not today. No.
He said not today.
No,
Fair
not
enough.
today. Not
I'm
today.
hearing it.
Not today. But like top 10, because I Mike Evans isn't playing good. I'm not gonna disrespect him and say Smitty's better right now.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
no,
blame
that
it
would
on
be-
Mike Evans though.
I mean, I've never been big on Mike Evans, and Ayuk's hurt.
He's been
Ayuk's hurt, so I'm not gonna say him either. He's very consistent. So I'll say he's top 10. I think he floats in that, respectfully, that 7 to 10 range. I think that's where he's floating. I could tell you right now, he's not top 5. I'll promise you. I promise. He
feel
floats
like-
in that 7 to 10 range. I'm taking Puka over him though. That's not.
feel
I'm
like-
not debating. That's not in
For
my
me,
opinion.
based off the last like 2 seasons,
Right.
if we're looking at it like right now, I can't put somebody like I can't put Puka Nacua over him. I can't put a Devontae Adams over him. Just based
Yeah,
off
I
like
can't.
his overall production and everything that he's been doing.
Okay. Like,
can't
For
do
me,
that.
he's like 3 or 4. Amon-Ra's like 3 or 4.
Like Amara, he translates to wins.
okay. I'm trying
So-
not to get disrespectful. No, I am. I really like
Like, I'm
not
plugging this
not
in.
towards y'all. Not towards y'all.
No, of course.
Towards
So it's
Amon Ra, because this is
Like-
gonna get real wicked.
any Detroit slander out.
But
is acceptable.
I need you to
I don't know if you want
understand.
those problems, bro.
If
It's
you
bad.
put Devontae Adams on the Lions in Amon Ra's role, what do you think that looks like? Hypothetically speaking, I mean it's just a hypothetical. What do you think that looks
we
like?
can deal in the hypotheticals, but
What do you think that looks like? I'm just asking.
I
It
think
would
it's
look
still
pretty
good, but it's not the same numbers.
It's
I
not.
think
So you
it's
think
still
it's
less.
worse?
I think it's less. It's still less.
Yeah. On no planet do I think it's less, especially this one, Earth. Yeah, no. I genuinely think if you put Devontae Adams in a system, first of all, he'd be the number 3 thought for most offenses, I feel like. And I think that's 1,500 yards minimum. And
The Lions
probably,
offense?
yeah, and probably 6 touchdowns minimum. Literally. Right now.
right now he would
Like
at
right
the
now.
end of the season you would have 1,500. Or
Yes.
Right now. Okay.
Like playing a whole season, that's crazy. Like
I was
playing a
about
whole
to say.
season, not 9
Yeah.
games. You do that in
Like,
9 games, we're talking
'cause
like
right
Calvin
now-
Johnson type
right.
stuff. Like I can't.
Amara right now he has 700 yards and 9 touchdowns.
Right. 700 yards and 9 touchdowns.
That's pretty good for right now. Like he's on pace, another 1,000-yard season. Probably. I mean,
Thanks.
he's been scoring what touchdown after touchdown. He
He
scored.
700 yards and how many? Did they have their bye yet?
Yeah.
And how many touchdowns?
He has
got
9.
9 touchdowns. Okay. Now I think there's.
He's had a touchdown in what the last.
Oh my gosh, Nico
7
Collins is better than Amon-Ra St. Brown as well.
Okay.
So you said 700 yards. And how many touchdowns? I just want to make sure.
9.
Like 700 flat. Like what's the actual
It's
yardage?
685.
685.
685.
Okay, 685. How many catches?
65.
Okay. So, hypothetically speaking, right? Garrett Wilson, y'all don't think he's better than Amon-Ra, right? I don't.
I
personally.
don't.
So, Garrett Wilson has about 722 yards and 5 touchdowns on 69 catches.
That does
And he
not
plays for the
translate to winning,
Jets.
though.
He plays for the Jets. He plays for the Jets.
I mean, he's throwing the ball a
So does
whole
Devontae
lot.
Adams.
Devontae Adams just got there.
I mean, so if he just got there, how's he better than
No.
Amara?
Well, okay. Devontae Adams is better than Garrett Wilson as well. I'm talking on skill. I'm saying Garrett Wilson. Devontae Adams was hurt a lot of this year, and he played on the Raiders. I'm discounting that. If you want to push Amon-Ra over Devontae Adams, because maybe you want to see it in prime time again, you want to see a full year, you got me. You got that argument. I'm just taking my knowledge of Devontae Adams as a Raider playing with trash quarterbacks, still consistently putting up 1,000 yards and about 10 touchdowns. I'm taking that guy.
That's fair.
However, I'm not saying on no earth is Garrett Wilson better than Amon-Ra. However, I'm saying when the stats look like this, and his stats look like that, and you're telling me if I put somebody else in the system that the stats would be worse, but somebody else is playing in a worse system and his stats are better. I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a little confused.
But you also got to think about how those stats come, bro. The Jets are losing a lot of games.
Bad football teams.
They're down a lot of times.
Bad football
in the
team.
second half. You're just throwing the ball at that
Bad
point.
football. Okay.
No run game.
Okay, that's
the
fair.
Lions have a great.
Yeah, you're
run
just
game.
throwing the ball.
Okay.
The Lions can run
You're
teams
right.
out for
You're right.
however long.
Okay, so if you want to, the angle, they don't pass the ball. Okay, I think that's fair.
So,
I think that's fair. Them and the Eagles are very similar in their scheme, so I think that's a very fair statement.
I feel like the Lions only lose, or they're only losing when they put the ball in Jared Goff's hands.
Yeah, you know what?
Like,
Never
a lot
mind.
of times.
I'm trying to be
Like,
respectful.
what's it called? When they lost to Tampa Bay, I think Jared Goff threw the ball like 50-something times. Something insane.
You're losing every game. Jared Goff's going to drop
Losing
back 50
every
times.
game. Like, something crazy.
But okay,
That's neither here nor there.
I can see your point. I can see your point there. I'm still taking Nico. I'm still taking Nico Collins.
That's fair.
But okay. All right, you make a very good point there. I can live with that. I can live with a 7 to 10 range because it used to be worse. I used to be like, hey, I'm not gonna say that on camera.
Yo.
Anyway, to the NFC West, since we were talking about the Rams. How do we feel? Who's winning that division? I think the Rams will win it, personally.
See,
I don't
I
think
was
so.
there right before they lost to, what's it called? The Cardinals. Or who did they just lose to?
Let me
It was somebody that they
check.
just lost to. Hold on, let me
Well,
pull this up.
the week before it was the Dolphins. They lost to the Dolphins
The
the week
Dolphins,
before.
excuse me. Yeah. Because the Rams, with everybody back, they was looking real nice.
They have a tough schedule too.
They are. They have the toughest
A very
schedule.
tough schedule.
They have a
but-
tough schedule.
But
But I would definitely say the Cardinals. The Cardinals have the easiest schedule left.
they do.
They're playing some good ball.
Yo, the 49ers being last in that division is so just
It's crazy.
heartwarming.
crazy.
It's just like good
The age is catching up.
times.
I don't know. The age is catching
Yeah,
up
Good
all those
times.
players.
Now, the Rams, they still got to play the Eagles and the Bills,
Yeah.
and they still got to play everybody.
Rams could beat the Bills.
They
Rams could blow the Bills out, if you ask me.
It's a home game.
But Rams could definitely. Well, I don't believe in that. Every people talk about Rams homes games. I don't believe
the
in
Rams
that.
don't have home
Yeah,
games.
exactly. I don't believe in that. I don't.
Everyone takes
Everybody
over
takes
stadium.
over that.
It's not a
stadium.
home
Like,
game.
It's
for the
not.
Rams.
Real.
I don't believe that.
Everybody likes
but
to go enjoy the sunshine in LA. You know.
I don't.
That's
Yeah, I don't believe that. But they could beat the Bills. They could blow the Bills out realistically,
They
because
could.
that's a two-headed monster. Stafford might have to drop back 40 times though. I mean,
That's real. I feel like if they can't run the ball with Kyron, then it's
I'm
going
not
to be
worried
on.
if they can't run the ball with Kyron. Like, but granted, Stafford do be having his Jared Goff relapses sometimes.
He does.
Like with those games where he's just throwing it,
Like,
4 picks.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
that bozo gene. It be,
Yeah, they be
coming
tugging
in and
at him
out.
sometimes.
It be coming in and out. You know what I'm saying?
They
Like,
be tugging at him sometimes. I'm like, okay, he's having a Stafford game. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. But facing the Eagles, that's tough. I
You
feel
know,
like
I'm-
the Eagles got
yeah.
that. This
I'm
Sunday.
very interested and excited to see what we look like against Puka and Cooper Cup. It's really a good test, you know?
But now,
So-
if the Eagles or if the Rams win that game against the Eagles,
That says a lot about the Rams, in my personal opinion. I'm very high on the
yeah.
Eagles right now.
yeah,
Especially if it's a good high score, if it's a grinded out. The Eagles like grinded out games, but we don't like grinded out games. If it's a high scoring game,
Jalen Carter coming out game last year.
oh my gosh, that was sensational. If it's a high scoring game and they win, I think that says a lot about the Rams. But then again, the Rams also like those kind of games. The Rams don't want to play that 10-13 game. Keep that in the AFC.
They don't. Yeah. They
Yeah,
don't.
keep that over
Yeah,
there. No, nobody. I don't
Rams love
think
their
teams in the NFC, minus maybe, and I mean maybe, the Vikings or the Falcons want to play that 10-13 game.
I would say the Bucks too.
The Bucks
too.
the Bucks might want to play that. Nobody else in the NFC, in my personal opinion, wants to play that 10-13 game.
Yeah,
I could
nah.
tell you right now, the Lions are not trying to play that game.
Lions, nah.
Lions,
definitely not
Packers, they're not trying to play that game. The Eagles, the Commanders, they're not trying to play that game. The 49ers are definitely not trying to play that game. Like, they want to get in the high 20s. They don't want to play that 10-13 game.
Yeah. Still, I think for the Rams, that's just a team that you don't want to see in the postseason. Like, no matter.
Not if
the
they're
case.
healthy. If they're healthy,
healthy,
you don't want to see them. No.
You don't wanna
I'd see him. I'd be actually like if it shaped up bye week, Eagles Eagles get the bye or they don't get the bye, and they play the Rams first, I'd welcome that matchup over pretty much everybody in the North and the Falcons. I'd rather play the Rams.
You'd rather play the Rams than like the Packers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think like
Jordan Love might pull something out his bag.
yeah, when I
He
see
might.
because when I see the Rams, I'm thinking 30 ball immediately, and I think if we put up 30, we're gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking I see the Rams, I'm thinking 30 ball. I see the Packers, I'm like they might put up 32.
They might.
They might put up 32, but I could trust Stafford to throw me 2 picks in the playoffs. I could trust that.
I don't know. You might trust Jordan Love too.
I was about to say, you can look, you say the
Okay,
same
that's
thing
true.
about Jordan Love.
That's true. But I think the Packers' run game scares me a little more. I know the Rams got Kyron and stuff, but I feel like the Packers, that West Coast scheme of traps and going downhill, Jordan Davis have a sluggish game, it's runs. It's runs for the run game for us. So that's just how I feel about that. But
Bro. How many teams realistically you think out the NFC West is making the playoffs?
Two max.
I think 3 are coming out the North. I think 2 are coming out the East. Well, that's not even possible. Let me rebuttal. So the Falcons are coming out the South, in my opinion.
Yeah, each division gets one, so
Let's
that's
say
4.
the Lions, Let's say the Lions, the Cardinals, and the Eagles.
And you get 3 more.
So that's 4. I think the Commanders take
Commanders.
one of those spots.
Mm-hmm. And then it might be the Vikings and the Packers.
I'm about to say I think the North take the other 2. Like I don't think
Yeah, Commanders' schedule is
The West,
unless the
make it.
Packers or the Vikings just like fall off a cliff, like
Yeah.
or the Rams. If the Rams win this week and start doing otherworldly stuff, then they'll get a spot. But unless
It's either 1 or 2 out the West. That's it. 1 or 2.
yeah,
You're not getting.
getting
no more. Than that.
And I think it's a hard one. I think it's really a hard one. I don't think. Or the Commanders start doing Bamander stuff, and then what Philly say.
I mean, hey, 2 Rams wins and they tied with the Commanders. So.
That's what I'm saying. Like, unless the Commanders start doing Commander stuff, like I don't think. I think it's just gonna be either the Rams or the Cardinals.
Yeah, I feel like
Choose one. Like
we can comfortably count the Seahawks out because their schedule is still very tough.
but they just beat the Niners, which is kind of freaky,
They
in
did.
my
It
opinion.
is.
Like
It is.
which is
But
kind of
they
off
also gotta
brand for
play.
them.
They got to play the Packers still. They got to play the Vikings. And
True.
They do got some meaningful games coming
I
up.
s- I
2 with the
think
Cardinals. So
2 with
that
the Cardinals,
determines
yeah.
the division.
That's what I'm saying.
They can probably even
Unless
split those. But
the Packers or the Vikings start doing some Packers or Vikings stuff, one team is coming out the NFC West.
Mm-hmm.
One team.
That's fair.
One team. All right. Let's get to our last topic for today. Cowboys.
Jerry.
Cowboys.
I'm Jerry's biggest fan, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Cowboys.
Don't improve. Don't change
This is
anything.
primetime television.
Cowboys. Cowboys are a bad football team, ladies and gentlemen. But
Absolutely.
they have
Desolate
some
football
cornerstone gems.
They do. That will soon be gone.
I just don't know if it's gonna work. Overshown is a beast.
Overshown is very nice.
Overshown is a beast. Michael Parsons, yeah, we know.
He'll be gone soon.
Trayvon Diggs,
He's definitely gonna be gone.
Deron Bland coming back. Maybe he's healthy.
They've been hurt by injuries.
But then we get to
Yeah.
the money.
And Jerry is funny with the money.
Say it again.
It's very funny with the money. Look
El
at the
Dinero.
team, the stadium. Everything is falling apart. It's beautiful.
No, the stadium
It's
falling apart.
beautiful.
El
Stadium
dinero
falling apart was
beautiful.
es muy pequeño.
It's beautiful.
El dinero es muy pequeño.
Go to sleep smiling at night knowing the Cowboys ain't doing nothing.
Like, I'm pretty sure 60% of their salary is gone in 2 players.
It's absolutely insane.
Zach Martin is old.
Extremely old.
The offensive
It's
line is
over.
bad. The D line might be worse.
It's just funny.
It's just
Lawrence,
Like,
DeMarcus is a
old.
bad player now, guys. He's a
Lost it.
bad player. The safety just got paid. He's a decent player. But that salary, boys and girls, somebody's got to get traded. And they got no wide receiver, too.
They don't. Who's it?
Somebody's got to get traded. Shout out Tolbert.
Jalen
He's,
Tolbert.
he's holding it down.
Or
Because shout out Tolbert. And shout out Hold on. Shout out Turpentine
Come on,
because he's
yeah.
holding it down. And can't forget about Brandon Cooks, the 35-year-old, 28-year-old.
He's still on that team.
Exactly.
He's on IR.
Exactly.
Like, he's with every
God.
team.
Exactly.
Like,
And you
but we knew
can't
this about
forget-
Brandon Cooks.
You can't forget about my guy Rico Dowdle.
Mm.
Game changer right there. Game changer.
Who is that guy? Who is that?
Who is he?
I don't think he should have game a day in his career. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo,
And you got Zeke.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Like, I think Shannon Sharp could make that roster right now.
He could.
Oh my-
He'd be their starting tight. He'd be their
Like,
starting tight
right
end.
now. I think Shannon Sharp, you gave him some pads,
For real. Jake Ferguson, move
I
over.
do not want to go down there.
gave him one of them blue diamonds.
For real.
You might make the roster right now. Shannon might make the roster right
Nah,
now.
I feel like
Yo.
the Dallas Cowboys season has been hilarious from start to finish. But this week or this weekend, or when was it? They played Monday night or Sunday night?
Monday.
Monday. The funniest thing when Cooper Rush, he got strip sacked, and then the one offensive lineman, he took the ball. He said, "I'm about to take this 60 yards, and I'm about to go." He started stiff arming people.
Boo.
Jalen Petrie comes in. He was like, "Yeah, you're not doing that." He thought he was gonna get a big man touchdown. The Texans went and got a big man touchdown. Like, that's so Dallas Cowboys of them.
It's so funny, like when linemen pick the ball up after fumbles.
Like,
It's
if
like
you don't
you
just-
don't know how to hold this ball.
You don't
Like with the tiniest hit, it's a fumble again. It's like, bro, go down,
go down.
I feel like
go down.
they be saying,
Like this is my moment.
this is my time to shine. This is my time to
This is my time.
shine.
He said, Coach, you know I played running back in high school.
He said, listen, I'm going to run through the A gap. They can't tackle me.
Nah, that was a very funny moment. But yeah.
Like, I don't even know what to say about
I
the
don't even
Cowboys.
know. It's just
because they're
like-
just really bad. And it's like, it's kind of funny. Like,
is
it's kind of
funny.
cool. It's funny. Like, but they're like New York Giants bad guys. Like,
They are.
they're
It's like there's
They're
no
like-
expectations.
like Daniel Jones bad guys.
Like,
Necessary straight.
No, it's necessary.
It's-
Y'all
it's a
2-8.
very-
Y'all,
it's a very
y'all
necessary
batting
date.
20% from the field.
for real. Your QB1 went to QB4.
Trash, you ain't gotta bring that up.
Yo, let's talk about it, bro. Daniel Jones is at safety, bro.
They
Safety.
said, red shirt, put him at safety. Let him
Oh
tackle
my
somebody.
God.
The worst part is they were like, you know what? We're not even trying to win games. Don't even put Drew Lock in. Put Tommy DeVito back in.
Tommy DeVito.
Put Tommy DeVito back
Just
in.
give me my money,
Like, for real.
bro.
We got a
y'all
Giants
giving-
fan with us.
You're giving Daniel Jones all
Jerome.
that money.
What you think about Tommy DeVito?
I'll tell you though, DeVito is better than Drew Lock. I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
I remember when last year when he was in,
Mm-hmm.
when DJ was hurt, and then
Had the city behind him.
We still he gets a nickname, DJ? Daniel Jones. I'm just asking. I mean, I don't,
the Giants been trash for as long as I can remember. You feel me? So no matter who's behind that quarterback, I'm gonna respect him. You feel me?
Okay.
Even though he held it down trashly, he held it down.
He said he held it down trashly.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna still call him DJ. He's not my quarterback, but that's still DJ. You feel me? But,
Okay.
DeVito nice though. I ain't gonna lie. He not trash. He's not trash. I don't know. He won 3 games out of 6, I think, when he took over last year.
Okay.
That's better than DJ doing this year. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's
I mean,
true.
But he don't got
That is
Saquon this
true.
time, though.
that is
He
right.
don't
Daniel,
got
Daniel
Saquon.
Jones is 0 for 5 this year at home.
Oh my God.
How you feel
Did he,
about
even-
that?
did he throw a touchdown pass at home yet?
It's up in the air, guys. It's up in the air. That's a
Did he? Oh my God.
Daniel Jones he's a bad quarterback.
Oh, absolutely.
And you know what? Giants, Joe. I think that's his name, GM Joe.
Oh,
I'm gonna call him GM Joe. I need you to
GM
pay that
Joe.
man another 40.
Bring him back for another 5 years.
Another 40.
6 years ain't long enough.
Another
robbery.
40.
Mm.
Another 40.
Them tax dollars in New York going to Daniel Jones' pockets. How do y'all feel about
It's
that?
crazy.
Another 40.
It's crazy.
Give him another 40. That's what
Another
that's what I
one.
need. Another one.
Nah. Oh, also about the Cowboys, just to go back. You had mentioned like the losses at home.
They're also over 5.
They're over 6,
Oh,
and they've been down 20 plus points in each game.
yeah,
Every
that's
single game.
bad. Okay, so maybe they're not New York.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
That's worse.
yeah, that might
Like,
be
that's
worse than the
factually
Giants. Like,
That's like
Going up
Panthers
against the
bad.
Cowboys. I'll take that. I'll take that victory.
just a little one. They 3-7, you 2-8. You know what? That might be a game. Wait, do they play?
They play
They
again.
do play again. They do
I
play
could have
again.
Next week.
sworn somebody played
Next Thursday.
Thanksgiving.
I hope the
Yeah.
Cowboys not
It's-
playing
it's the-
Thanksgiving.
it's the Giants and
oh
Cowboys.
my
Could have sworn the Giants and
God.
Cowboys play out Thanksgiving.
That's
Oh my
Ladies and gentlemen,
God.
ladies and gentlemen,
At 4:30, that's
That
prime
is the
time.
worst
Dinner
game
time.
of the year. I'm going to tell you
That
right
has to be
now.
the worst game of the
We
year.
will see at least 3 interceptions, maybe 2 fumbles, and probably 2 touchdowns.
Cooper Rush, he gonna throw some interceptions.
Let Tommy DeVito pull it out on Thanksgiving. Go home, eat some turkey, and the Italians are up. The Italians are up.
Towns are back.
They play the Saints the week after, though. They might. They might. Yeah, but they bad too, baby.
Who?
We talk about
Who?
we talk about bad teams right now.
Saints. Yo, remember them Super Bowl hopes?
Who's
Where'd they
that?
go?
Them week 2 with
Yo.
Derek Carr.
They played the Panthers and the Cowboys the first 2 weeks. They said Super Bowl.
Nah,
Where'd they go?
that was
My
terrible,
bad,
bro.
baby. I'm not gonna laugh. I'm not gonna laugh.
Hey.
8.
Speak on
Hey.
it.
Daniel Jones
I'm a winning
cannot
guy as
be
well.
talking. Daniel Jones,
I've been doing that. I've
can't.
been DJ for 6 years. You ain't got to bring that up.
bro. You the people I be seeing on Twitter posting that Drewski meme. Talk about some Daniel Jones is not my quarterback no more, and he's smiling and giggling. Now listen,
Trust.
that's all I got to say. I don't even want to slander him. It's not as fun anymore.
Yeah,
slandering
I feel like
the Cowboys.
it's not fun no
It's
more.
not the same.
It was only funny when they were like a little competitive.
Yeah, it's not funny anymore. You have to go to the playoffs, get blown out, get 20-pieced at home,
Yeah.
or get caught in one of those 10-13 games that we love.
Like when you realize your team is bad, it's not funny anymore to bully them.
Facts. I lived through, Travis
Unless you
Fulgham days
delusional.
with the Philadelphia Eagles.
What's your? I know everyone do this. What's your favorite team to hate watch?
See, it varies. So I have multiple teams because I'm a hater. I have multiple teams. I'm going to give you number 1. From time to time, it could be the 49ers, but because their fans have been very
Really?
quiet lately, they're moving down on the list. Number 1 is the Buffalo Bills. The Josh Allen rhetoric has to stop. It has to stop. Number 1 is the Buffalo Bills. Number 2 is the Dallas Cowboys. And it's just because, your hopes and dreams will never be met. And for that, you bring me joy. That's number 2.
Very real.
I have a third team. The Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs.
It's not crazy.
Love to hate watch them.
Everyone's tired of seeing
Hate to
Taylor
see them
Swift.
win. Lord, hate to see them win. But they win a lot.
They
win
do.
a lot.
They want
They do.
And
much.
last but not least, those Pittsburgh Steelers.
I hate them. Hate those fans, bro.
I feel like I knew you was gonna say
Hate
Pittsburgh.
those fans, bro.
Good list. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, my number 1, Cowboys for sure. It's like born in Philly, it just happens. You don't like the Cowboys, Cowgirls, Cowboys, whatever you want to call them. Don't like them. Two, Pittsburgh. They don't run nothing in Pennsylvania.
At
I
all.
don't care about what the history says. You can have them championships in 1920, 1910. All I don't care about that.
I like that.
3, the Ravens. Baltimore thinks they're up. They haven't proven nothing year in and year out.
Shout out Dell.
Nothing.
Shout out Dell.
Nothing.
Shout out Gigi. Shout out
Nothing.
Dell. Shout out Gigi. I don't know what to tell y'all.
It's real.
It's nothing. That's my team.
Honestly, I don't got a whole list for y'all. I just have one team, the Green Bay Packers. I love to watch them lose,
I do too.
and it's like perennially. Every year they get to the playoffs and they lose.
That's because they
and it's-
own they own the Bears.
Like, it's-
they own
they
the
do.
Bears.
They
That's
do.
why.
They do. But it's like it's the same thing with them. They'll beat us twice, and then they'll lose. They might even win a game in the playoffs, but they'll lose. They will never when was the last time they made it to the championship?
I don't know.
Aaron Rodgers
2011,
against the
11?
Against the 49ers, right?
No,
No,
Steelers.
against
I
the
think the
Bucks,
Steelers.
I think.
I think it's the Steelers.
Oh, the Super Bowl or the NFC Championship?
NFC Championship.
Oh, championship.
Versus the Bucks, I think was the last time
Maybe,
AR made
yeah.
it. Or they might have did it a year after against the Niners and lost.
Maybe.
That was when Raheem Mostert put up all them touchdowns, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know like
That was
which
the
one
PTA
got
came first.
receipts. He got the
Yeah,
receipts.
I remember
I don't
that.
know which one came first.
Raheem
That's my
Mostert had
question.
about almost 200 yards.
And then there was
3
the snow
touchdowns.
game. I think he lost to them in the divisional too. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's not something.
Yeah.
So
Packers. Love to watch them lose.
I like that. And I just love ending things negatively sometimes. It's just like a great,
I thrive
it's like
on
a great
negativity, actually. Yeah.
just nice. With that being said, guys, I mean, is there anything else you wanna?
And then
With that being said, guys, this was a great episode of Beyond the Mic. It felt kind of short. I don't know. Maybe it's me. No, it's not. Oh, it's not me. It wasn't short. It wasn't short. I guess it wasn't short. But
His timing off today.
it is a little shaky. I had a great time though. You know, we had some new faces. You will see them again. They did a great job. Round of applause for them.
Appreciate it.
Round of applause for them. Anything y'all want to say? I like that.
Don't be surprised if the Bears go on a 7-game winning streak.
Okay.
Yeah, he's tripping.
Let's cut his
So
mic.
on that mic, I'm gonna
Cut
cut his mic.
Cut
His mic is
Cut
muted.
his.
He's done. Revoked
He is
privileges
really- that is
confiscated.
done.
I'm gonna see y'all next time.
She got me like, I be like, baby, why you so fine?